In this video, I'm introducing you to a new 10 gigabit high-speed network switch by QNAP, the QSW-L3205-1C4T, a Lite Managed switch that's basically overflowing with features. As a networking novice, I can't even fully utilize the device's full potential. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for the generous number of 5 lightning-fast 10 gigabit Ethernet ports, one of which is even a combo port that can be used with an SFP Plus cable. So purely from a technical standpoint, in theory, it's a remarkable switch, which is of course also backwards compatible with slower speeds such as 5, 2.5, 1 gigabit and 100 megabit. Therefore, such a switch doesn't exactly land within the budget price range, as it's aimed at semi-professionals using high-speed NAS setups, doing video editing, content creation, surveillance and similar use cases. At the time of this video, the current pricing is set to about $310, which could change in the future. By the way, today's switch even offers a web interface, allowing for neat real-time monitoring and further customization. The scope of delivery is actually fairly generous for a switch, I'd say. We get the device itself, the power supply with an attachable EU power adapter, 4 rubber feet, wall mounts along with corresponding screws, wall anchors and the like, and last but not least, the quick start guide. My very first step is preparing the switch to be placed onto my desk, so I attach the included rubber feet to the device's bottom. For wall mounting, there are threaded mounting holes on the left and right sides to attach the aforementioned wall mounts. First of all, hats off to the manufacturer QNAP for the truly outstanding build quality. The switch comes with a sturdy metal casing and has a hefty weight to it. It's one of the heavier switches I own. By the way, an important detail in my opinion, this is a fanless device. It's therefore completely noiseless, operates silently, which I do consider a very important factor in an office environment. Now, self-proclaimed network novices like myself might think that a Lite Managed switch is a lot more complex to set up, but that's not entirely true. Sure, we are offered more options and fine-tuning, but we don't actually have to make use of that. Today's switch is just as beginner-friendly as any unmanaged switch, basically plug-and-play, and I can confirm this. The QSW-L3205-1C4T offers the following ports: 4 10 gigabit Ethernet ports, but also a 10 gigabit SFP Plus/RJ45 combo port, meaning that port number 5 can be used either with an Ethernet or SFP Plus cable. I find this truly phenomenal, as both types are actually present in my network. Furthermore, the LED color indicates the current bandwidth we are operating at and whether a loop is occurring, which is then automatically blocked right away. There's also another LED next to the power indicator for this very purpose. Resetting the device is of course possible. Looking at the other side of the switch, we find a potentially useful console port in addition to the power input and ground connector. This device comes with tons of ventilation holes all around, which is important given the switching capacity of 100 gigabits per second. This could lead to higher temperatures. It's all passively cooled, a fan is nowhere to be found. Highlight features of this kind of Lite Managed switch include LACP, VLAN, QoS, and traffic monitoring. So even if you're running a 10 gigabit connection and that's not enough for you, you could easily bundle and go for a total bandwidth of a whopping 20 gigabits per second using LACP link aggregation. Definitely not something that should be underestimated for those high-speed NAS configurations out there. Alright, in the beginning of the video, I also mentioned a web interface for this particular switch. Yes, for advanced users who for whatever reason choose not to use DHCP, the web interface is accessible via a default IP address assigned by QNAP. For most users, on the other hand, who let their network's DHCP take care of everything, the most convenient method would be to download the QFinder Pro tool. This tool provides a clear overview of various QNAP devices, including our switch today with its automatically assigned IP address. To log into the web interface, for the first time, we need to enter the QNAP cloud key found on the device's bottom. We then have to set a new password, only to log in with that new password. Personally, I find the web interface very appealing and well organized. The real-time bandwidth monitoring is excellent. For this specific recording, I only temporarily hooked the switch up to my network, so I'm not currently making use of the full 10 gigabit bandwidth. Either way, there are tons of customization options and configurations available. As a network novice myself, the majority of it sounds only vaguely familiar to me. For manual access, we can of course assign our own IP address should that be necessary. Conclusion. Admittedly, I'm not sure if I'm the right person to properly evaluate or rate a switch. However, what I can say is that today's QSW-L3205-1C4T does its job in my 2.5 and 10 gigabit NAS network brilliantly, even without any fine-tuning, just like that out of the box. Whether a $310 switch is really worth it in my case is debatable, since two more affordable, unmanaged QNAP switches have been serving me well for the past 2 years now. Still, the QSW-L3205-1C4T offers even more features and above all, noticeably more bandwidth for the future. Technically, as far as I can tell at least, today's switch is truly top-notch and I can highly recommend it. Do you personally use a high-speed switch, or are 1 or 2.5 gigabit speeds plenty for you? What would you do with 10 gigabits? If you enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate a like, but alternatively, feel free to hit that dislike button instead. With that in mind, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one.